right? All right, all right. It is 1:30, and you are tuned into Heart Connections with your heart coach, Adelai Brown, right here on kinetichi Just want to let you know we are live on the Heart Connections YouTube page. You can tune in and watch me doing Heart Talk live at the Heart Connections on YouTube, or you can do the link bit.ly/Heart Connections. And you tune right in. This segment of Heart Talk, which is the talk portion of our show, is brought to you by my new book, Help Save Me from My Broken Heart, Your Journey to Living and Loving Again. And you can pre-order your copy at theheartconnections.com. Today has been the day of transformation on this Feel Good Freedom Friday in the week of heart, healing, enlightenment, authenticity, revitalization. And today brings about the transformation, pretty much the bringing it all, tying it all together. I want to talk to you a little bit more about transformation. We looked at the definition of transform, and it talks about it being a miraculous, make a thorough or dramatic change in the form, appearance, or character of. I want to sum it all up. We talked about what transformation may look like, talked about some of the things we have to go through, but I want to explain to you why this part is so important. Because for me, being a Christian, a believer in Christ and his resurrection, that's the biggest transformation that took place in my life when I went from being dead to being alive. We talking about making a dramatic, drastic change in appearance, form, or character. And the love of Christ for me brought about a transformation that pretty much started this whole heart process. When I invited Christ into my heart, I realized that it was so much healing that needed to be done. I was in so much darkness. I was just lying to myself, and I felt dead. And I needed that transformation. When we think about faith and the whole Christian life, transformation in the Christian life, it's just like a caterpillar. You have to stay in the process. You have to constantly eat and feed yourself and be surrounded closely by an environment that wills for you to grow and transform. Another word used to describe transformation is metamorphosis. And you have to go through that metamorphosis, the system, the steps of change. You metamorph, you go through that, and that's where you see the transformation. So we talked about in relationships and in our finances and in how we feel about ourselves. But what roots and the foundation of transformation for me is your relationship with Christ. So if you don't have one, I encourage you to get to know one, to get to know him and to open your heart to a relationship with him, because it brings about transformation that can make you walk away from an abusive relationship, or walk away from an addiction, or walk away from a lifetime of poverty and depression and strife. Some people have grown up in environments where it's always been chaos. It's time for transformation. It's time for things to change. It's time for newness to happen and take place in your life. You deserve it. You absolutely deserve it. What Christ did for us it's inexplainable. And when we think about all of the benefits of it, but bringing the week of heart to a close and closing it with transformation. Because when you allow yourself to heal, I'm going to keep saying this. That's the H in heart, healing. When you allow yourself to heal, healing brings about transformation. Think about an open wound. Think about when you were little and you had that really bad scrape on your knee playing outside, riding a bike or whatever, how bad it looked, how nasty it looked. And then think about it a week or two later, or even now. You may still be able to see the scar, but the wound itself, it healed. That's what this heart process does for us. When we go through this healing, when you take every step and you don't try to take shortcuts, you don't say, I want to heal, but I'd rather stay in the darkness. You don't say, I want to heal, but I don't want to be real. But if you go through every step, transformation is ineluctable, our word of the day. Ineluctable. Ineluctable. I told y'all we're better communicators. We're improving our vocabulary. It's inevitable. And I want this for you, and I believe that you were designed to have it. A transformed life, a life that's so drastically different that you have to pinch yourself every morning when you wake up because you can't believe this is your life. That's what I want for you. A life that's free from the depression and the burdens of other people's weights because you know that you're worthy enough to not carry their weights. You allow God to do that. You just focus on doing the best you can with where you are right now. That's transformation. Transformation is not allowing other people's moods and attitudes to shape your day. If you're someone that's prone to allowing certain circumstances to shift your mood and cause you to be unhappy, forgiveness makes room for transformation. When you let go of the vendettas you have against others because of the things that they've done to you, they were wrong. Yes, they were wrong. But you have to forgive them so that you can make the drastic changes that you need in your life for your life to succeed and to be productive and fruitful. So many people are doing things for show. It's time for us to be real. It's time for us to not just be real, keeping it real on the surface. We need to be real in our hearts. The Lord judges us by the quality of our heart. A synonym for heart would be soul. He is the lover of your soul. If your soul is in pain, if you're doubting or questioning yourself, I feel like there are people who are angry because of the hue of their skin or the texture of their hair. I feel like there are people right now who are hurting and angry because they don't like what they see in the mirror. They don't like the love handles and they don't like the bald spots maybe. I don't know. Let me tell you something. The Lord loves you. And as you go through this heart process, He will transform you. He will allow you to look at the situations in your life that bring you grief, and you can have gratitude for them. The same things that are burdens in your life, it's time for them to be a blessing. That's what transformation does for us. It allows us to love ourselves. It opens our heart to receive the grace that has been freely given to us. And that grace is beautiful. Let me tell you something. That grace is beautiful. I started giving other people grace. I started being able to receive grace for myself. Oh my gosh, my life has taken a turn. And I want that for you. So you think about it. Ask Christ, what is this she's talking about? What's this transformation? I dare you. Like my aunt used to say, I dare you to trust him. I dare you to ask him. Shout out to my Aunt Tat, our Medea of the family. Gosh, I miss y'all so much. But this has been Heart Talk with your heart coach, Adelai Brown, right here on kinetichifi.com on this Feel Good Freedom Friday. Your essence is ineluctable, can't be avoided, changed, or resisted. Your beauty is inevitable. So is your testimony. Let's let Rudy Currents tell us about that. We'll be back to close out soon. Stay tuned right here. Heart Connections, kinetichifi.com. Always love for me when I feel the goodness of Jesus. For me. Who do I think I am?